Okay, in this video, I'm going to take you through the complete SaaS keyword research process that we use at the agency, A to Z, how to find your highest ROI keywords. It's usually going to be in the range of 10 to 50, depending on the size of your product and the size of your industry. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm going to share first how to reverse engineer your competitor strategy by using SEO tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs, finding those high ROI keywords. We call them money keywords. And then I'm also going to share a questionnaire for your team that you can ask them, different parts of your team, the sales team, the support team, the success team. And it's a series of 15 questions that you give to them, and then they can give you some real-time insights on what your customers are looking for right now, and that'll give you some live feedback on what to create, what kind of content to create. Now, if you're a solo founder, then you're probably going to be answering all the questions for all three departments. So that's completely fine. But the point is, you're getting you're thinking about your customers, and this will uncover value that SEO tools cannot uncover. And that's the point of it. So that, used in conjunction with the competitor gap analysis, will really help you in finding your highest ROI keywords. This is a very straightforward video. I don't want to overcomplicate things. It's not rocket science, and I'm going to take you through everything. So let's just get right into it, okay? So let me just make myself smaller. Yeah, like that. Move myself out of the way here. Okay, let's just get into it. So this doc you're going to get in the description. I'll link it there, and you'll automatically be enrolled into my email newsletter, and after which you can get access to this doc and more docs in the future. So what is this? It's a field guide on how to find your money keywords. Who is this for? It's you, your marketing team member, or an SEO professional. And you can just hand this SOP to them. And then when to use this, excuse me, whenever you need new content opportunities. But again, you're not creating content for eternity. The point is, you're going to identify your 10 to 50 highest ROI keywords. You're going to create like killer content on it, and then you're going to build backlinks to it regularly. And you're just going to focus on ranking top 3 for those terms. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't think you need to find 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000 keywords. It's really not that deep. You really just need to focus on the keywords that are going to drive the most business for you. It's usually in the range of 10 to 50 in our experience. If you're an enterprise client handling a huge industry like email marketing, it might be a little more, like 100 to 150, but it usually does not go more than 200, 300. Okay, anything more than that, it's usually just, now you're just looking for things to write, but eventually you will hit a content plateau, is my point. And so just expect there to be a limited number of keywords. All right, anyways, tools you'll need: SEMrush or Ahrefs, either work. For this tutorial, we're going to use SEMrush because at the agency we use SEMrush. And SEMrush, the main price will just work. The minimum plan here will work just fine. So it's going to be $140 per month, and you just need it for 1 month, to be honest. You don't need to continue it unless you want to monitor your technical SEO and other things. It's really just that you just need to follow this keyword research guide and then do everything I say in this video, and then you'll have all the keywords you need, and then you can just cancel your subscription, to be honest with you. Anyways, okay, so let's go back to this. What we're doing now, and then you also need ChatGPT 4 and Claude, but I'll show you why in a second, okay? So any and all the keywords you will find will fall under the following 5 keyword categories, and I call it the facts framework, okay? This is your guidepost for keyword research. So F stands for feature pages, A stands for alternatives, and as in competitor alternatives. So this is a listicle of let's say 11 Zoom info alternatives, right? And then it's a list of 11 Zoom info alternatives. Comparison pages are a little different because they're side-by-side comparisons. They're not a list of items. It's a side-by-side between 2 products, not several products. So this is Apollo versus Lucia, or Zoom info versus Apollo. That would be an example of a side-by-side comparison, right? So an example of this, if I were to give you an example, it would be this is to the next example, but let's get alternatives. We're ranking number 1 for this term. This is a term that other people might be Googling is designed to kill us, but we're ranking number 1 for it because we want to make sure that people who are looking for list kit alternatives are coming to this page and looking at how we're better than the competition. So Apollo versus Lucia is an example of the C in facts comparison pages. So you're like, okay, well, what does this keyword have to do with list kit? Like, list kit's not even mentioned anywhere in this keyword. Okay, you're right. But what we're doing is we're hijacking the traffic from our competitors and we're ranking for it. And then we're showing the people who have high buying intent, by the way, because people Googling keywords like this, they're just comparing which one's better and they're one step away from a conversion. So if we can capture them at this point and show them why we're the better solution, then we can steal that conversion through a high intent traffic, right? And this is great for brands who don't have much street cred yet. So if you're new and you're doing this, this is one of the best ways to, steal leads from people who are clearly interested in a very similar product like yours. So anyway, as you can see, we all do provide the information on what they're actually looking for, but we're strategically and subtly injecting ourselves throughout the page, right? And showing them why we're better. This too long didn't read section. Where the hell does believing this come from? Anyway, we have several different comparison points here, right? And we have information on each tool, but then we also have a column dedicated to list kit here that shows why we're better. So that's the point over there, right? I don't want to spend too much time on that, and then you have tutorials and how-to guides. So your product solves a problem, your product solves several problems, and people are looking to solve those problems and they're Googling how to solve those problems. And so they're saying how to solve X problem or how to do this or what is X or why is X this way or benefits of X. These are all informational queries that you want to rank top 3 for because they're highly relevant to a problem your product solves. And inside that content, you're going to demonstrate how your product solves it the best. And then you have S, which is specific use case listicles. So your product has several use cases. This is where when I landed on this block, it came in. So one of ListKit's use cases is, they're obviously a sales intelligence tool, but they also can verify emails. So you might have a lead and you're not sure if that's the right email. You can put it into ListKit, put their email, and then it'll verify if the email is, valid or not. So that's a example of a use case that ListKit has. Now, people are also looking for tools for said use case, right? So a lot of the time your product can be broken down into smaller parts and people are just looking for that smaller part. And once you introduce it to them, then they could very well be interested in the rest of your product. And that's where you take it, right? You take it from there. So in this scenario, we have a listicle of 8 best email verification tools. And then you have, ListKit as number 1, obviously. You always want to position yourself as number 1. And you want to show them why, right? Put screenshots, put product screenshots, put case studies, put HTML elements and break up the content like this. Don't just make it all text. And, that's very, very 2010, 2012, 2014. That stuff doesn't work anymore. You need to optimize around user experience. Okay, anyways, let's go back here. So that is the facts framework for you, okay? And now I'm going to actually take you guys through each one and how to find the keywords related to each category here. But just remember the facts framework because this is going to be your 5 main pillars of all your keywords are going to fall under one of these umbrellas. Okay, I promise you. Very, 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 very rare that it won't. I also have a LinkedIn post here that goes a little more in depth in it, so you can read that on your own time. Again, this is in the description, so you just need to input your email and I'll send this to you, and then you can literally just steal this and live it, bookmark it, share it, whatever. Okay, so the first one is features, right? So what does this mean? Like I said, you need to break your product down into many products and features. And so, for an example is a social media tool, right? Social media tool is a big keyword and it's very, very, very competitive. It's damn near impossible to rank for social media tool at this point, right? You have Buffer, Hootsuite. Just to give you an example, if you actually put it in SEMrush in the keyword magic tool, this tab right here. By the way, when you get SEMrush, just ignore everything else if you're completely new and just follow what I'm doing. Look at this. Social media tool has a KD score of 76. It's very hard to rank for this, right? KD score is your keyword difficulty score. Excuse me. So your keyword difficulty score has ranges between right here. These are your ranges, right? So you have like very easy, which is 0 to 14, easy 15 to 29, possible. Basically what this means is like how difficult would it be for you to rank top 3 on the first page, so that type of thing. Very hard keyword to rank for. You're probably not going to rank for this if you're a social media tool, right? But now, you want to break your product down into specific features and then create landing pages on those specific features, okay? The reason for this is because the features are usually much lower competition. And then B, you can use this as an avenue, a gateway to the rest of your product. So let's say TikTok keyword research tool, right? I mean, let's say someone's looking for that, but then later they discover the rest of your tool and they're like, hey, I could use a lot more features that this tool offers, right? And then that's how you get people interested. Or even if not, you can still get people interested on just this one feature and get them on a paid plan. Look at this. TikTok keyword research tool is a sub feature, and it's much easier to rank for, right? And yeah, sure, maybe the volume's lower, but the traffic is also higher intent. Now people want to buy. And a good indicator of a high intent keyword, as in it has high buying intent, is looking at the CPC value, right? The cost per click. So this is what people are paying. This is what businesses are paying to appear for the TikTok keyword research tool, okay? And a high CPC value like this means that, if they're paying money to appear for it, it's making them money, right? That's the logic with any ad. That's why the ad is there. So that's an important thing to keep note of, right? So, okay, TikTok keyword research tool. Now let's Google it, right? And I bet you it's going to be products that are not just a keyword research tool. Content Studio, right? I've talked to the founder before. I think I have a video with him on my channel. I'll probably link it somewhere here. But my point is okay, if you go to TikTok keyword generator, right? This is a landing page that focuses on this keyword and this feature. But if you actually go to their homepage, the easiest way to manage and grow your social, this is literally a social media tool. So this is literally a live action example of what I just said, right? You can do this across several queries. Look, they even have several top features. They have landing pages for all of these features, right? This is my point, right? You want to highlight your specific standalone features, target specific keywords that are much lower competition. And once you think of a feature, just Google the feature and see if there are competitor search results on it. If there is, then that's a validated keyword that you should also target. It's as simple as that. Google is your number one keyword research tool. All right. That's F out of the way. Now we're doing alternatives and comparison pages. These are very easy. And I have, again, you have this video, but you also have a walkthrough in here as well that I've done on Loom. So you'll have this with you as well, okay? But really quickly, I'll just show you how to do this. It's very, very simple. What you want to do is you want to identify a big competitor in your space. So let's just actually just do, let's say we're doing SEO for, we'll do TextCart, which is actually one of our clients. So you guys get a real life example. So since we're doing TextCart is an SMS marketing tool for a Shopify brand. So those texts you get on your phone about different promotions, the software behind that is TextCart. So one big competitor of TextCart, so you will obviously know your big competitors in your industry because it's your product and you should know your industry. So I know from TextCart, a big competitor for them is OmniSend, for example, right? So OmniSend. So they do e-commerce, email marketing, and SMS marketing. So I would copy their link. Then I would go to SEMrush right here, just like this. I would go to domain overview, right? Domain overview. And then I would literally just paste the competitor just like this, right? And then I would click on the organic search traffic just like this, right? And then I'd filter by keyword, right? And I would say alternatives. Because when users are looking for alternatives, they're doing this. And so what you'll find, hopefully, if this example pans out, okay, great. So now you have all of these keywords. Now you want to see which ones are most relevant to your product. So Klaviyo alternatives, ActiveCampaign alternatives, there's a lot more. that you can now steal and then write your own listicle on it, positioning yourself as number one, right? Another popular competitor of a text card is PostScript, right? So I would put PostScript here, just like that. Alternatives still there. So then you would look at these and then you try to find listicles, right? And then you do the same thing for this filter, versus, right? Versus. So when you're doing when you're filtering for alternatives and versus, you're knocking off. Damn, this takes a while to load. It's actually annoying. Anyways, you're knocking off both A and C. Okay, these are again, these have high buying intent. These guys are one step away from a conversion. They're just debating on which product to go with. So you want to target these keywords and then position yourself as number one. Show them why. Show them case studies. Show them reviews. Show them why your product's simpler to use. That rhymed. Just show them how you're better. So that gets F and then A and C out of the way, right? So we've done this for text cards. Like we've done this for several queries for text cards. So like, we could literally just one of their competitors is Live Recover. So if you do Live Recover alternatives, if you just Google that, I think we're number one. Yeah, so we're right here, right? And so if you click on it, number one, and we were positioning ourselves as the first one, and then we're also positioning ourselves as the first one here. Notice the case study CTAs that we're adding, and then another thing we're doing is adding a welcome offer right here. In a hurry, want to switch to the best alternative to Live Recover? Get 25% off your first 3 months with text card. So this is when you're converting cold SEO traffic, you need to remember that they need something. They may not be completely familiar with your brand. So they need an extra push to go with you, right? So give them an offer they can't say no to, is my point. Right, so that's just one. I mean, we have others. Like Recar is another popular competitor. So if you do Recar alternatives, we should be ranking number 1 or 2. Okay, there you go, right? One Text is another one. One Text alternatives, right? And then we should be ranking there, right? We're literally number 1 right here. And then bam. You know what I'm saying? So this is the power of these keywords. Oh, and let me also show you the versus one. I showed you several alternative ones. Let me show you some versus ones. So SMS bump is a huge competitor versus PostScript, like I said earlier, right? So we're injecting ourselves as number 1 right here, right? So obviously SMS bump is going to rank number 1 as their keyword. That's Yapo SMS bump. Yapo is the parent company. But we're number 2, which is pretty good. So you click this and then you read, and then you're introduced to text card also as a viable alternative to both, right? We show several areas in several areas why we're the best. Again, GameNetics made the switch from PostScript to text card. So we took a case study of a customer that actually switched from PostScript, and we strategically integrated that case study CTA inside this piece of content. Okay, so there's that. I think you guys get the idea. I mean, I don't think you guys need to see any more. I think we have attentive versus PostScript. Yeah, we have a featured snippet here actually for it, right? So this is my point, guys, right? Very low competition keywords. Like I'll put this keyword right into SEMrush right now. I'll show you how low competition is. I'll show you how brain dead this is, right? You guys need to do this because I'm telling you, even with your competitors, these nature of keywords are very low competition. Look at that, 13, very easy to rank for. Volume of 40. SEMrush typically underestimates, so this could be a lot more too, right? So this is my point, right? Anyways, the next keyword category is going to be how to do X, right? So how to complete X, how to do X. So tutorials, how-to guides. That will be, where is it? How to fix a problem in your product self. So I've given you several filters here. So you know how I was using filters over here? No, not over here. What was here? PostScript. Let's use it. Let's put it in. Again, click organic search traffic. Like literally just follow what I'm doing in this video. And again, I also have individual walkthroughs that I created on Loom inside that document, which is again in the description. So you can just grab that and you will be fine. But anyway, point is, this is my favorite filter, guys. I love this filter so much. So what you're gonna do is now you're gonna type in like how to, or what were the filters here? It was man, I hate this. I'm spoiled, guys, because it's low-key just loading for like a second and I'm like getting pissed. I'm actually spoiled. 21st century internet, eh? Okay. How, why, when, guide, best practices. These are like keyword filters that you should use. So I'm just gonna do, for now, I'm just gonna do how to, like oops, not that. Go back to all positions. And then how to. My computer's lagging a little bit because I got several things running, and then OBS, which is the recording software I'm using, is taking a minute. Oh my gosh, I just realized you guys weren't even seeing, because of my camera here, what I was talking about when I said low competition. Oh no, wait, you might have, because they were in a different position, but because it was up here, right? When I was talking about attentive versus postscript. Yeah, this is the KD I'm talking about. I don't think you guys saw these ones, but because my camera was blocking it, but I think you guys saw it on the other screen, so it's fine. But my point was, what are we doing here again? Okay, yeah, so how to, that's one keyword filter. And so what you're doing now is you're looking at different keywords and seeing how relevant they are to your product and to your solution. So how to add SMS to Shopify. That's a good keyword, because TextCart in our scenario here, TextCart is literally an SMS marketing tool. And so a Shopify brand owner, if they're looking to add an SMS solution, that's something they would Google. And we want to show them how to add SMS to Shopify. And we want to show them how easy it is to set up TextCart to set up their SMS, right? And why? Because then we'll show several case studies and whatnot. So this is a keyword now that I would take and I would add it here as a list, right? I'm not going to hover over it because it's going to reveal our clients, but you can create a keyword list. And then you can, actually, I don't really care. I don't think they care either. It's fine. So you do this, and then you go here, you click this, and then you say create new empty list. And so you would say TextCart, or your product, and then you would say you make the list just like that. And so now by default, any keyword you add is going to be just added. So as you go through, all you do is just you click that plus sign, right? And by the way, this applies to the alternative keywords in the side-by-side comparison keywords and the feature keywords as well. Like all of it, just put it in one folder, just like I just showed you right here. I actually should have showed you this a little earlier. My fault. I'm kind of just winging this in one go. So it's all live, nothing edited here, guys. But anyway, and then one other thing I like to do though before I add it to the list is I like to Google the keyword as well to see what the search engine results pages are saying. Okay. Yeah, so we have some of our competitors up here. There's Yadpo, there's Voyage SMS, yeah, there's Attentive. So yeah, that's a keyword that I would add to the chamber, right? And another thing you can do is like, if you know, like you don't necessarily even have to use your competitor and then have these keyword filters, right? You could also do best practices or tips. I guess tips is a good one, or templates. Templates might be a good one, right? SMS marketing templates, that's a good one. But like, you also know the problems you solve. So you could just Google the problems your product solves anyway, and then see if any of your competitors come up, and then take that as a keyword and then add it yourself, right? So, and then you can cross-check it with the keyword research tool to see if there's actually any verifiable search volume. What you'll find is, like, if you're Googling a rough problem, you might get something more shorter. So you're kind of word vomiting, and then the results will give you something more concentrated and shorter, and that's the actual keyword you want to rank for, right? So yeah, like, and then the last one is going to be tools for use case. again, pretty straightforward. All you're doing here is you're brainstorming every single use case your product has, and then you are literally just listing, like doing best tools for X use case. Let me give you an example of how to do this. Like ClickUp is a really good one. ClickUp is a really good example of this because they do it for they have so many use cases, right? So like, look, put it in, put ClickUp. I mean, they have several template keywords too. Like even if I just keep this one for you guys, look what, they have so many templates for different stuff, but I want to do tools, right? And then I want to filter by KD as well, because some of these keywords are way too hard to rank for. They're in the orange, they're in the red. I don't want that. So let's make this 0 to 29. So very easy and easy. So you can just leave this blank and it'll automatically assume 0. Press 29, apply. And then these are like super low competition keywords that I like. ClickUp is just targeting and then positioning themselves as number 1 for. So client reporting tools, watch what happens. I go to ClickUp's page. No, you don't say ClickUp is number 1. You know what I mean? So this is what you guys need to do. Find a popular competitor in your industry, filter for like tools, and then you can have an advanced filter where you're including a keyword containing, and then you do best, right? And then so it'll give you like best tools, give you some keywords with only best and tools, and best AI tools, best ETL tools, best tools for influencers. You know what I mean? This section right here is especially helpful for the how-to queries. And the reason is, I mean, I'll just show you with the ClickUp example. The reason is not every single how-to query or informational query is going to drive your bottom line. It's not going to be very high ROI. Now, here's where this advanced filter comes in. I'm going to show you in a second. So watch what happens. How to, right? Or how. Let's just do how. Okay. They don't have very good examples. So like, let's say you're not adding a keyword filter, but you want to look for informational keywords. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to click intent. So informational just means how to. It's just another word for how to, or what is, or why is. It's just educating the person on something. So set it to informational. You can set it to commercial as well. Commercial has like more. Commercial would be like a listicle, for example. Like this is like a listicle. But for the sake of this example, let's actually just do informational because I want to show you guys a cool filter. What I want you to do from here, so you have informational, you have keyword difficulty set to easy. Oh, this is why it wasn't working. I had this filter on. I think now it would, how to would be much better. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, guys. The only reason I showed 8 is because I had that active filter on. So that's actually good that it happened because I got to show you guys that you guys should be mindful of that. Because as you can see, that could fuck you up. Okay. Anyways, okay. So you have a bunch of how-to queries, but there, like as you can see, there's 8,700 keywords that have how-to in them. Okay, and but not all of them are going to be relevant, and you don't want to look through 8,700 keywords. So what you want to do is you want to go to advanced filters. You want to include CPC, so cost per click. Remember when I was showing you the CPC value, and if there is one, then there's probably a high ROI behind it, because if brands are paying to appear for it in a cost per click basis on Google, that means it's making them money. Remember when I said that? So there's the CPC greater than, let's just say $1, right? Just do $1, because any CPC value over $1 is worth looking into. And then this is where you use your head and you're like, okay, is this keyword relevant to me? Okay. How to make a timeline on Google Docs, how to merge 2-word documents, whatever it is now based on your product. So in this scenario, in this example, you would be a ClickUp alternative. So a project management tool, I guess. So as you're looking at these, right? And if you want to look at more terms that may drive a higher ROI, then instead of 1, just put like put 10, right? Let's see what people are really paying for. How to automate bookkeeping, how to use Google Sheets as a CRM, right? And this makes sense because if I'm a ClickUp alternative, people are trying to use a free solution like Google Sheets as a CRM, but ClickUp is a CRM, or it might be, I think. Maybe, don't quote me on that. Wait. There should be a plug here for ClickUp or something. Okay, there you go. Meet ClickUp, a better alternative to Google Sheets CRM. And now they're basically, so they solved the actual problem the user is looking for with Google Sheets, but now they are talking about why they're a better alternative. And that's the entire reason they even targeted that keyword in the first place. Now you know this, and you can create one for yourself, for your own product, which in this case, if you're a project management tool, you can create one for your own product. So, but except in this time, it would be meet your product, and then you show why you're the better alternative to a Google Sheets CRM. So this is clearly a high ROI keyword for them, which is why they're willing to pay a lot of money to appear for it. And I know this, again, because we filtered for the CPC of greater than $10. So they're willing to pay more than $10 per click to appear for this keyword. So it's clearly driving them money. So it's clearly people looking for a Google Sheets CRM are converting to ClickUp. That's why it's worth paying for them. It's worth paying for the term. So there you have it, folks. Damn, this was a 30-minute video. I just winged this shit. But I hope this was really high value, because I basically just gave you the sauce. Oh, I have one more actually. I'm not even done, guys. There's just one quick one. So this is the top 30. What this basically is you can very quickly view what each of your competitors' top performing pages are and just steal those right off the bat without doing any of the fancy smanchy keyword research stuff. So if you go to, let's say you go to ClickUp, right? We're back to domain overview. So this tab right here, you put ClickUp over here, and then you press organic search traffic just like before, except now you're going to pages right here, pages. You click pages, and this will show you their top performing pages to date and the traffic on them. So now you might look at these and be like, oh, ChatGPT alternatives. Okay, that's an interesting blog. We want to create one on that too. Or you might be like, how to strike during Google Docs. Okay, that's maybe that's not the most relevant. It's more so like an informational thing. I'll pass. Free project management software. Oh, that's a good. We should have a. What is this? Is this listicle? Is this a landing page? Oh, it's a listicle. Okay, let me create our own version of this, and let's put ourselves as number 1, just like these ClickUp fuckers did. So that's I just call that the top 30. You can look at the top 30 pages. I mean, you could. It's just a name though. Like you could look at the top 100 and find keyword ideas just based on those, right? And the great thing about SEMrush is like if you click on the URL, it'll also give you the actual keywords ranking for project management software, right? So then you could view all 417 keywords, and so these are all the keywords that you're ranking for said blog, and so then you could just add it, project management software, software for project management, whatever. You get the point. So that's the last strategy I had in the chamber. The last thing, I guess, would be like the actual questionnaire. Now I linked this. So if you don't want to pay for a tool, you can either use the questionnaire, or you should use the questionnaire anyway, even if you pay for the tool, because it leverages your real customer insights. And then if you don't have the tool, and if you don't want to pay for a tool, then you can use the keyword research prompt. I have a small little video guide on how to use the keyword research prompt right here. It's a little, it's a little lackluster because there's no live data that's backing your keywords. It's just the AI thinking about it, but it does a pretty good job. Like we use it sometimes for like prospecting. Like if we want to make a quick keyword plan for a prospect, and then we use that as a Kickstarter, and then we verify it on SEMrush, and then we create like a plan for that person. So it saves us some time, but we never use it alone. But it's there. I mean, it will help you. But yeah, this is the keyword insights document. So if you open this up, you'll have a series of questions, like for your sales team, for the success team, and then for the support team. These are just 5 questions, so just hand it over to them, or you answer them yourself, and then just literally use these to find content ideas. So like, what do prospects ask the most? What keeps prospects up at night, right? I mean, this question right here should give you a lot of good gold nuggets for the T part of facts, right? Tutorials and how-to guides. So if something keeps them up at night, how to solve thing that keeps them up at night, right? Straightforward stuff. Okay. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Well, you know what? We're already 35 minutes in, so I might just call it. But yeah, guys, hope this helped. Oh yeah, I was gonna pitch our services now. I run an SEO agency for SaaS companies, specifically, exclusively. I have a team, and we can do this for you. So everything I just showed you, we conduct it over a couple days, and within 5 days, we'll have a complete keyword plan ready for you that has your highest ROI keywords, the ones that will drive you the most business. They'll follow the facts framework right in front of you. We'll tell you which ones to create first. Obviously, we can also be your execution partner, but the plan, the keyword plan itself, we will do for you at no cost. Why, Tameem, would we do that? Why would you do this at no cost? Nothing's ever free. Yes, you're right. The reason why is because provided you like what you see, and we're not just going to give you free without even asking who you are. Like, we're going to vet you on call first. And we're going to determine if you're a good fit for us as well as a partner. And provided you are and you're ready to make an investment, provided you like what you see, then, you know, we would like to be your execution partner and actually help you create the content as well. Like I showed in this video, I gave you some examples with ListKit, TextCard, some other clients, and several case studies on our website as well. If you want to check that out, so you just go to wetalkthetalk.co, and then there's my hairless face, but go to client results, and then you'll see all of our case studies here, right? But point is, like, we'll create a complete keyword plan for you for free. We'll do the SaaS keyword research for you. We'll identify the highest ROI keywords. We'll send that over to you. If you like what you see and you're in a position to execute, then we will create the content as well for you. So that's my offer. Again, if you think you're a fit, then book a call. I'll also leave that link in the description. And let's see what we can do. Now I think I'm done. Now I think I covered everything. Even if I didn't, this video is fucking 40 minutes, so I'm done either way. All right? And I'm sure you are too, but I hope this video was helpful. I guess, like, follow my LinkedIn. I'm Tameem Rahman on LinkedIn. I post stuff there all the time that's helpful. Twitter, my handle is the SaaStronaut. And yeah, I guess also subscribe if you want. If you like this video, I'll create more stuff like this. It's basically what we do inside the agency. I'm just making it free and available for you guys. So yeah. Love you. Bye.